بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد. So now moving on to the harf al-jarab, al-lam. So we know in the harf al-jarab, in the harf, amil, harf amil, goes to amal on the ism and the harf al-jar. Okay? Lam. What's lam? The meaning of lam is, it has a few meanings here. These three meanings. Right? These are the original three meanings. One is takhsis. What does takhsis mean? Like, they all have the meaning of milk and ownership, but like, if you can't own the item, then it's not milk haqiqatan, you call it takhsis. For example, alhamdulillah, right? Alhamdulillah, praise for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you can't own praise. Praise is not something that you own. So that's why they say that it's not, it doesn't milk, it's ikhtisas, that praise is only for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So you wouldn't say, the books of Arab say, not Allah owns the praise, but it's for Him only. So in our understanding, it's not too different, just a way of phrasing it. So we call it istiqaq. He's all praise for Him, nobody else. And the ownership comes with things. And when it's things, samaw, ma fi samawati wa ma fi al-ard. This is what? Alhamd is a ma'na. And ma fi samawati, ma fi al-ard is dawat. These are dawat, things. So now we say is milk. Yes? Correct? Acha. And sometimes shibhul milk. It's not milk, but it's like the easy example they gave is al-jullu lil faras. Al-jullu lil faras. The salah belongs to the horse. Because the horse doesn't own it, innit? But it's like nisba, it's linked to him, attributed to him. Yes? So they call it al-jullu lil faras. The saddle belongs to the horse. And the one that I give as a Quranic example, I'm not sure if 100% will work, but inna fi samawati wal ard ayat lil mu'minin. So the mu'minin don't own the ayat. It's not only for them, but it's like a shibul milk. It's nisba, it's for them. You understand? It's as a purpose. So these are the three primary meanings of the lam. Takhsis, milk, and shibhul milk. Understand? Achha. That's what I mentioned here. And what we have here, يكون التخصيص أو الاستحقاق بين معنى وذات ويكون الملك بين ذات وذات. So the owner and the owned are both things, مضاف مضاف are both things, meaning the word the majrur after lam is a thing. You would say it's going to be what? Milk. And تخصيص and استحقاق is when it's what? A معنى and a ذات. فاهم؟ تكون اللام, what's the محل إعراب محلنا of the جار مجرور؟ تكون اللام مع مجرورها مفعولا به غير صريح. مفعول به ووهبنا له أي أعطيناه. Basically we change وهبنا go أعطيناه, but the lahu is like, we gave it for, so you get, like I said, أعطيناه, we gave him, but وهبنا له, we gave him Ishaq. Yes. Now what we have here is we have another kind of maf'ul bihi, but this maf'ul bihi is called lam al-tabligh. Yes. What is it? So the lam which comes on the sami of a qawl or ma fi ma'nahu. So we have the word here, qala. The one who's being addressed, the addressee, the mukhatab. The addressee or the mukhatab. So basically, I said to him. Now you could call it maf'ul bihi thani. So this is the fa'il. This is the fa'il. This is the maf'ul bihi, the statement. And you could have said this is like a maf'ul bihi thani, kind of, if you wanted to really. Yeah. Now here, when you see the word lam al-tabligh in the books of Arab or Tafsir, it means a lahu is called lam al-tabligh. The person you're speaking to, the jar that comes on that is called lam al-tabligh. So it's kind of like a maf'ul bihi thani. The quotation of maf'ul, person you're quoting to can be a maf'ul bihi thani, hukman. Acha. You can also maf'ul fi ghayr sarih. وإذا مس الإنسان الضر دعانا لجنبه أو قائدا أو قائما. Okay. Achha. Here, when difficulty befalls a human being, da'ana. And people say da'ana means لجنبه ala jambihi. So they call us, and what's the hal? قائدا قائما. I don't think it's maf'ul. I don't think this is it's probably best to make this a hal, because maf'ul fi, because remember ma'tuf alayh, the ma'tuf alayh is here, is ma'tuf alayh is going to be hal. If the ma'tuf is hal, then this is probably better as a hal as opposed to maf'ul fi. But nonetheless, we got it here. I changed it in the book, but I'll have another example. But nonetheless, you can point for another example. But here, now, one of the possibilities here, so this is probably better as an example of the hal. We'll change it later on, inshallah. So what we have here is, we have da'ana lejambihi, and most of the books of Arab will say, of Quran will say, ay da'ana ala jambihi. He will call us whilst he is on his side. Da'ana ay hala kawnihi ala jambihi, whilst he's lying on his side. Now we say, well, why does not use ala? So say, لعل السر في إيثار اللام التي هي للتعليل والاختصاص على yeah, sorry, this is right. Yeah, ala kalimati ala. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we don't know the reason, but we can think one of the balagha reasons we can probably perceive is that we're using the word lam over Allah. We've chosen lam over Allah, maybe perhaps to show أن كونه مسترا ملصقا على الأرض هو الباعث للدعاء كأن المعنى الإشاري دعانا من أجل الدر الذي جهل الأرض. So he said دعانا على جنبه. Remember this principle, right? If you understand a meaning from the context, and you got a word that has two meanings, one meaning that matches the context, and one meaning that can give an extra meaning, which will not cause confusion. In balaghi thinking or logic would be, use this word in a secondary meaning. Why? So that you get additional meaning. So with the ala jambihi, another place of Quran comes ala jambihi as well, I think. But the word we know here means ala jambihi, but by adding li jambihi is another meaning. What's his meaning? That he da'ana, Allah shows ikhtisas, reason as well, hikmah, the wisdom, the reason, cause, maf'ul lahu. So we can say here that da'ana li jambihi, that the reason he's calling us is da'ana min ajdi durri alladhi ja'al al-ard. That's why he's really depressed. What do they do? They lie down on the floor, like completely like gone. They're sad, grieved, poverty. So idha masal insana durru. So da'ana, they call us when they're sitting, standing, and on their sides. But ala jambi is fine. But li jambi meaning because he's so down, that is what makes him call unto us. His being on his side is like the reason. So maybe one of the benefits of having Ili as opposed to Allah is this meaning here. Wallahu alam. On. Another possibility is, you're going from lower to higher. لِجَنْبِهِ أَوْ قَائِدًا قَائِمًا. Is that the lam is for ikhtisas. He's making the dar has caused him to be is makhsus with the earth. It's put him down, put him like it's like I'm drawing a picture. This person completely on the is out and down. Yes? For him. And he's not able to get up. And the qu'ud and qiyam comes after the du'ana li jambihi. But the second meaning is some tafsir. We kind of rephrased it. But I like this one better a bit more. Wallahu alam. The next one is the ma'na of harfun jar of lam is fi. So وَنَضَعُ الْمَوَازِينَ الْقِسْطَ لِيَوْمِ الْقِيَامَةِ. So again here, there's no iltibas. Anybody reading as well, we will place, meaning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will place the scales of justice on the day of Qiyamah. Now, if you say fi yawm al-qiyamah, that's what it means. And everybody knows what it means fi yawm al-qiyamah. But if you say li yawm al-qiyamah, what does it do? It kills two birds with one stone. It's like an ihtibaq almost kind of. Yawm al-qiyamah has two purposes. One is time. So we say yawm al-qiyamah and reason. Yes? So day of qiyamah is a day. But it's not just a day like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Like yawm al-eid. So yawm al-eid is a day and it's also a purpose, celebration. So now, by saying li yawm al-qiyamah, if it's a fi yawm al-qiyamah, we would have one meaning. Fi yawm al-qiyamah. So on the day of qiyamah. But when we have li yawm al-qiyamah, we're now putting the reason plus time. So we will establish the wazn on yawm al-qiyamah, li yawm al-qiyamah's purpose, li. So for the purpose, we establish it on the day, on yawm al-qiyamah, for the purpose of qiyamah. Understand? So the yawm al-qiyamah has two aspects. One is like a ta'yin of a date, a fixing of a date. And the second one is a purpose, establishing justice and establishing insaf and qisas and iqtisas and punishment and hisab. So he's saying, وَنَضُعُ الْمَوَازِينَ الْقِسْطَ. We will place the scales of justice on the day of qiyamah, li yawm al-qiyamah. So it's like killing two words with one stone. It's called, there's a kind of tadmeen in here. You understand what's happening here? Make sense? Yes, so that's what he's saying. Maf'ul lahu, yeah. So it's maf'ul lahu in terms of for the purpose of the yawm al-qiyamah and fi yawm al-qiyamah. So it can be both. Depends on what. Remember, two meanings are being fulfilled. The meaning of the purpose of Qiyamah and the day of Qiyamah. So you can maf'ul lahu, maf'ul fi, depending on which meaning you give preference to. So if you say lam بمعنى في, so في يوم القيامة مفعول فيه. If you say ليوم القيامة أي لحساب يوم القيامة, then it's مفعول له. So I can both tarkeebs here. And both will be fine because there's both ways of looking at it. Understood? Everybody following? अच्छा. Okay, مفعول له غير سري. अच्छा. Now when you have مفعول له غير سري, مفعول له is normally when you do something on purpose. Like I sat here to teach. Yes? So like for example, you went from here to Makkah to perform Umrah. Yes? You went to play with your friends to have play a football match. Yes? But sometimes you can go there. So we say anqasil fa'il. So what happens, maf'ul lahu meaning the objective, the goal, the target, the result. So maf'ul lahu is normally the reason. So meaning this is the qas of the fa'il, this is the ghalib. Yes? So for example, nazzal al-furqan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent down the furqan, i.e. al-Quran. Allah sent down the Quran ala abdihi. Why? Why did Allah send it down? لِيَكُونَ لِلْعَالَمِينَ نَذِيرًا. So this Quran, this Furqan can be a warner for the people. And this is called lamu ta'lil or lamu kay. Yes? Called lamu ta'lil or lam kay. And sometimes the lam comes, seldom, not that often, but it has come. The lam comes on something that happened as a result of the fa'il, but min ghayri qasdin anil fa'il. The fa'il did not have this intention, but it has happened. For example, فَالْتَقَطَهُ آلُ فِرْعَوْنَ. Musa was put in the river by his mom. And then Fir'aun's wife Asiya saw it. And they took it up. They didn't take it up so that, they took it up thinking, okay, we'll just take this, make the wife happy. But really, what happened as a consequence? لِيَكُونَ لَهُمْ عَدُوًّا وَحَزَنًا. Consequentially, he became an enemy for them and a means of grief for them. So this lam was not the intention. This was not the intention of the fa'il of the alu fir'aun when they done iltiqat. But this was a natija of the action, even though it was an unintended consequence. So lam is usually used for the intended consequence of the verb, but sometimes also used for the unintended consequence. It's called lamul aqiba, lamul sayrura, or lamul ma'al. Three names for this lam. Lamul aqiba, lamul sayrura, lamul ma'al. فهمت؟ अच्छा. Sometimes the lam ma'a majruriha, it can be مضاف إليه غير صريح. I will discuss that tomorrow, inshallah. Actually, we finish off right now. Okay? What does it mean? وَالشَّمْسُ تَجْرِي لِمُسْتَقَرٍّ لَهَا أي لِمُسْتَقَرِّهَا. Yes? So it's really لِمُسْتَقَرِّهَا, but because it's nakira, it's لِمُسْتَقَرٍّ لَهَا. So the sun is moving لِمُسْتَقَرٍّ لَهَا. The sun will continue to move until its fixed time or its fixed place. Or if not its fixed time, a fixed time of it. A fixed time. So because this becomes nakira, you can't say, if you say mustaqarriha, it becomes ma'rifa. So you say mustaqarri laha. Fahimت? We did this already in the Arabic book. So even though we say in terms of ma'na, it's mudaf ilayh, in i'rab it's not called mudaf ilayh because mudaf ilayh can have a tanween. So in terms of ma'na, we say it's mudaf ilayh, but in terms of i'rab, it becomes a zarf mustaqar. This becomes a zarf mustaqar, and it's a na'at. So we call it na'at. But that's how we do i'rab of it. So in terms of i'rab, it's a na'at. In terms of ma'na, it's a mudaf. That's what we translate it as a fixed time of it. Abdam min ibadina, one of our servants. So this is a thing we have here. Do you understand? سبحان الله وبحمده سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك ونشهد ان لا اله الا انت نستغفرك